Hello and welcome to my channel Create by K. My hook is 3.5 millimeter. Make my slip knot and now I chain 29. For row 1, I skip the first chain into the second one, go with my hook and I make a single crochet. And now I go in each chain and make a single crochet. And now I just chain one and I cut the yarn. For row 2, I change the color and I start from this side. The first single crochet I skip and I go to the second one. Only in back loop. Then I grab the new color and I pull through. And I have one loop on my hook. Now I go to the next stitch, back loop only, and make another loop. Have two loops. To the next stitch, back loop only, another loop, 3 loops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I grab the yarn and I pull through the first loop. Then grab the yarn, pull through that loop I just made and the next one. That's 1 and 2. Again, 3, 4 and 5 times. Now I grab the yarn, pull through this loop and the next 3 loops. And I have 5 loops, so I repeat and I pull through each loop. Like this. Okay, now I make this loop a little bit longer. Then I skip the first one into the second one. I go like this and then into the back, grab the yarn and I pull through right there. I have 2 loops to the next, to this same. I have 3 loops to the next one, 4 and the next 5 loops. Now here I have the 3 loops together. I skip the first one to the second one, go right there and then grab the yarn and pull through. Then I skip the next one. Then I go into the next 5 and make 5 loops. Have 2 of them, 3, 4 and to the last one, go like this and make a loop. Now I grab the yarn and pull through the first loop, that's 1 time, pull through the next one 2 times, 3 times and 4 times. and here I pull through the next 3 loops. Then I have 4 loops and I pull through each one of my loops like this. Again I go and make my loops. So I skip the first one to the second one, have 2 loops, 3 loops and 4 loops. Then right here where I have the 3, I skip the first one to the second one, I make the loop. The last one I skip and then I go with my 4 loops, 2, 3 and the last one 4. Grab the yarn, pull through 1, 2 loops and 3. Now grab the yarn and pull through the 3 together, and I have my last 3 loops right there. I go again and I make my loops, 2 and 3. I have the 3 loops together, skip the first one to the second one, make a loop, and my third I skip, and then I go with my 3 loops right here. Grab the yarn, pull through 1 loop, grab the yarn, pull through the next loop, 2 of them, then pull through the 3 loops together and my last 2 loops. Skip the first one to the second one, make a loop, 2 loops, then skip that one to the second one, make a loop, skip the next one, and I make my last 2 loops right there. Grab the yarn, pull through 1. Now grab the yarn and pull through the 3 together and pull through the last one. And now I skip this one to the second one, I go and make a loop, and then right here I make another loop. Then grab the yarn, pull through all 3 and I chain 1. And now I go right here in both loops and I make a slip stitch. Then I go to the next one, that's 2, to the next one 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then I move to the next chain with a slip stitch, and then I go into the next 12 chains, back loop only, and make my loops. I have 3 of them, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I have 1 which I will not use it now. And now what I do here, I repeat everything I did right here. Grab the yarn, pull through the first loop, then the next one, it's 1, 2, 3 loops, 4 and 5. Now I pull through the 3 together and my last 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then I go with my loops and everything else I did right here. I make the chain and now I go with my slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and where is my last one? Back loop only, make a slip stitch and I chain 1. And now I will cut my yarn. I change the color and I'm coming right here where is the stitch I skip. I go in both loops, grab the yarn and pull through, and now I go right here 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 single crochet. Go right there in both loops and I make a single crochet, then move to the next one with a single crochet, and to the next one, have 3 of them, 4 5 and 6. And now I go to the other side, the same single crochet, go right here in both loops, make a single crochet, then to the next one, and now I have the chain 1, I turn, I go in back loop only and make single crochet in each stitch, back loop only. Change the color, make a slip knot, and now here I have a chain and my first stitch, which I will skip, then to the second stitch, back loop only, grab the yarn and I pull through, and right here I will chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Next I will go and make my loops in each chain and keep the loop on my hook, and I go to the next stitch, back loop only with another loop. Now I grab the yarn and I pull through the first 3 loops, then I pull through each loop, 1 2 3 and 4. Now I make my loops 2 3 and 4, then right here where I have the 3 together, skip the first one, to the second one, I go and make a loop. I skip the last one into the next stitch, back loop only, make a loop. Then I grab the yarn, pull through the first 3 loops and then the next 3 loops. Make my loops 2 and 3, to the 3 together. What is the second loop? I make a loop, then I go to the next stitch and make a loop. Grab the yarn, pull through the 3 together, pull through 1 and another 1. Make my 2 loops right here, then 1 right there and another 1 to the next stitch. Grab the yarn, pull through the 3 and the 1. And now I pull through right here, so I skip this one. Right here I make my loop and then the loop from the stitch, pull through. Then I make a chain and into the next stitch I make a slip stitch. And now I go in the next 12 stitches and make the loop, and with this loop on my hook I will have 13, and then I will do one of these. 1 loop, 2, back loop only in each stitch. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Pull through 1, pull through the next one. I have 2 of them, 3, 4 and 5. Then I pull through the next 3 and then my last 5 loops. Then I make a chain and now I go with my slip stitches. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and to the next stitch make with, and I go in the next stitch, make 2 loops, 3 loops on my hook, 4, 5, 6 and right here I will go with my 7th loop. Now I grab them and I pull through 2 loops. Right here I pull through 3, but right here I will pull through 2 loops. Then the next one, the next one and the last one, and then I go and I make my loops 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then I skip the first one, last one, I go and I make a loop, then again I pull through 2 and then pull through 1 each time. Again I will go with my loops. And now I repeat the single crochet right here and then the single crochet from over here. I go into the next stitch, the one I didn't use, and make a slip stitch, and then I go into the stitch with a single crochet, and single crochet all the way. And right here I go with my hook, and then somewhere right there to connect them I pull through and make my single crochet. Now I chain one, I turn, I go in back loop at each stitch with a single crochet, and right here I go on this bump. I do exactly what I did in the other side, in this bump, and then I connect to this stitch, pull through both, and then I go with my single crochet and I will cut my yarn. And now what I do is I will go right here and here with what I did here. Now with a new color, I will not count this one right here. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the 7, back loop only, grab the new color, and I go with my 13 loops in back loop of each stitch and keep the loop on my hook. So I repeat what I did here, right here. And when I'm done, I will go with this color, go right here, grab the new color, pull through, make a chain, and then to the next one I go with a slip stitch, then I go with my single crochet and everything else. Then I repeat the row I made with yellow yarn, and then I go back with the pink and then the yellow.